Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're working on this Dana 60 front axle. It's the same one as in the White Trash Millionaire truck, other than it's got the dolly hubs on it, which you can kind of see there. And you can see it is, well, you can't see. It is a 355 ratio versus a 410. Other than that, still ball joint 60. Still the same brake calipers and all the other same hardware. Today we're going to be replacing track bar bushing. I'm going to go out to the White Trash Millionaire and show you where the bolts are and how to remove the track bar itself. However, we're going to do most of the work here in the shop because it's cold outside on the bench and, you know, get the track bar for this one rebuilt. I've had the bushings laying around, been meaning to do this video on the White Trash Millionaire. But, you know, those bushings seem to be in good shape. So we're just going to leave that one. And since this one needs bushings, we're going with that. So if you look here, I'm standing about where the passenger seat is. You can see the differentials pointing backwards. Right over here underneath your leaf spring, which sits right here, you're going to have a bracket. Now let's get you a better angle of that. That bracket is where your track bar goes. So that hole in there is where the track bar is going to line up. You can see that there's a hole in the track bar, which I've already removed the old bushings. These were pretty well shot. There's almost nothing left on that one. So, you know, scary thing was this was in a truck. It wasn't one of my trucks, but it was in a truck not too long ago. The end of the track bar is going to go right up in here. And then you're going to have that sleeve goes through the hole in the track bar and the bolt goes through there. I'll show you more of that out on the White Trash Millionaire truck. But that being said, we're now going to go ahead and show you how to take the bushing. Well, you don't need to take the bushings out really. In most cases when you replace these, most people don't think of them. But if you do, the bushing here is the new bushing. It's usually going to sit in just like that. And there's going to be that lip. And you can just pry up against that lip to get it out. Most of them are so shot by that time, it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and show you how to put them in. I'm going to reset the camera and we're going to get everything set up here. So give me one moment. Okay, YouTube, here we are under the truck of the White Trash Millionaire. You can see where the track bar is located. And I said the bushings were in good shape. Well, it looked like they're in decent shape. They're not perfect. But you can see over there underneath the leaf spring, there's the one bolt. You know, you take that one out, and then you got the frame bracket here. You take that bolt out. Once you get those two out, the whole track bar comes out. So that's a good, you know, good view of what's going on underneath here. So when you go to take it out, you know what you have to go and take out and what you have to put back in. Okay, YouTube, now we're back. We have the track bar here. And I've cleaned this up in the grinder pretty well. We're going to put a coat of paint on after we get the bushings in. That being said, you want to make sure there's nothing in here that's going to be too thick and disruptive. In this case, it's not too bad. So first step is to set this down and get everything lined up and make sure your bushings are going to actually fit. These are pretty cheap Rock Auto bushings. We're going to see how well they fit here in a minute. First step, you take your first bushing, line it up, put it in your vise. Need a little more room. This is one of those tests that a couple extra hands would be great. But you can put it in your vise. And something tells me these bushings may not be the right ones. YouTube, I think we're going to be right back. Okay, YouTube, so we are back. Got a after and before. So you can see this wonderful little sleeve here. This sleeve is what is shown as that little ridge there. And you can see down here, there isn't no ridge. So this had Ford factory bushings in it still. That being said, they do have that sleeve in them. I didn't realize that with how shot they were. I was honestly expecting them to be aftermarket because, well, Ford factory bushings, I mean, someone would have replaced them. Someone would have noticed that in the truck's life. Apparently they didn't. So this one is a bit of an epic fail. I tried to actually just push it out. It didn't work. So I'll give you the best way to get these out. First thing is you take your hacksaw. Go ahead and loosen your blade. And one more turn. There we go. Stick your blade through the hole. Put it on one side. This is so hard to do with just two hands. There we go. And this is not cooperating. Okay. Now tighten it down again. So you got good tension on your blade. You can do this with the with an air-powered body saw too. That's what I was using on the other one, but it seemed to take forever. So here is a air-powered body saw, just to give you an idea what else you can use. This one, blade's pretty sharp, just seemed to take forever. I don't think I have the CFM for it right now. So we're just going to go ahead and go with the hacksaw. Now you have your hacksaw in. Give yourself a nice start. And then once you have a start, go ahead and just cut a slit in that bushing. You can go the whole way through. Don't get into the, the cast metal here too much. But for now, we're going to try to just get right to the very edge. Usually if you get to the very edge, you can wind up breaking it. And stop and check every once in a while. Make sure you're not going too deep. And that should be good. Now you take your hacksaw back apart. Always remember to put it back together, because if not, you're going to forget about it. And next time you go to use it, you're going to lose your blade. There is another kind of hacksaw you can use, which I'll show you here in a second. Which is like this. You put the blade in a little handle, a little screwdriver-like handle. This is great for stuff like that, if you're doing it where you don't have the access. But since I have it on the bench, well, we're doing it this way. Okay. Now you can kind of see the slit there going through. Alright, so that slit's, from the looks of it, at least 90% through, and not quite 90% through. But, it's a little crooked. I'm going to go put it back in and touch it up one more time. And I'm going to use this little handle hacksaw to touch it up, because I got the groove started. This thing is actually kind of hard to get the groove started with. Okay, there we go. Looks like that is actually through now. And next thing you do is you take your screwdrivers. Like, you can even get it set somewhere and it'll stay. Take your screwdrivers and you push that bushing out. Fold it down on either end, and then just keep hammering it out. I'm going to just put this end in the bottom of the vise as a holder. It's there just to hold it. Keep it in place. Nothing else. Then you can come over to your workbench or your toolbox. Grab yourself a nice punch and a big hammer, and you can start working that out. So just put it on the lip. Can you even see that, YouTube? No, you can't. Okay. There we go. Put it on the lip. give it a few good whacks. I'm going to actually put it up like this and whack down on it. Okay, YouTube, it just went somewhere. Don't do what I'm gonna do. That's a screwdriver. I can't find a cold chisel. But this is one I use for prying anyway. It's a cheapo. Couple good whacks on it on either side just to dent that bushing down. You can probably see it starting to dent. So now you can see how it's starting to dent in. All you're doing is folding it over. Once you get that initial fold done, it should come out pretty easily. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in here and just kind of pry back and out. Now after all the hammering, you see we're starting to fold that over. There we go. Now you can see it. So that's looking pretty good. It's starting to come out. I'm going to try to cold punch it out again. See what we can get out of it if I hit the edges a little. Well, good news is it's out. And there's the proof one end, two ends. Bad news is I lost the actual insert. So if these are still intact, bear in mind I haven't done 500 of these. If these are still intact, you may want to go the route of trying to press them out, but now you can see how much better that bushing's fitting. So you go ahead and put your bushing in a little bit, put in your press or your vise, push it in, line up your other side. This one I have the sleeve already on it. Doesn't matter if it's on or not. You can put the sleeve in last if you want. That just kind of makes it easier to line up in my opinion. Spin your vise out. Go ahead. Press it back in. One replace track bar bushing. If they don't come with lube, they don't need lube. If they do come with lube, you would put lube on the outside of the bushing wherever it contacts metal. There you go, nice new bushings in your track arm. And then you just put it back on the truck and you're good to go. Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. Keep track with Peterson Auto. Keep up with what we're doing. Make sure you subscribe, like our videos, and leave comments if there's anything you want to see done. I got a bunch of stuff laying around that always needs work, so, you know, preventative maintenance is one of my big things. If I can do some preventative maintenance and show you how to do something on YouTube, we might as well go that route. So again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing, or just, you know, let me know what you want to see. Thank you for watching.